activity. Okay? Nahin, yeah, start. 7 o'clock now. Clap for yourself for being here on this rainy day. Clap for all the participants. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Welcome to NITK Bhive Toastmasters International Club. I'm Meghna Vaswani, Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Before we proceed, I request everyone to turn off your mobile phones or put it on silent. A gentle reminder, Toastmasters International is a neutral platform where we refrain from discussing politics, religion, or any sensitive topics. The mission of Toastmasters International is to provide positive and supportive learning experience, empowering members to develop their communication and leadership skills. And through this, they achieve the greatest self-confidence and personal growth. The the theme of today is new roads and new role. I request everyone to remain seated until the meeting concludes. And now I take the honor and privilege to introduce our club president for today's meeting, who is a trainer and a coach. Okay, so sorry, as there is a last moment change. So I introduce our club president, who is Kishorda of our club, and who is a dynamic personality. Welcome him with warm round of applause, Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal. Welcome, sir.
Officially open meeting number 268. Chalo. My dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening to all of you. Say good evening. Good evening. That's louder. Achha hai. So my first job is to welcome all of you. Was it a rainy day today or it didn't rain? It was. It was raining every day. I expected it to rain more. We should have come here in wet condition, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, the minutes of meeting number 267 was promptly shared by our secretary, TM Vinod. Vinod, you're doing a great work.
Thank you.
Very great work. Let's give a round of applause to him. Do we approve what he sent?
Yes.
All the minutes?
Yes.
Good boy. Good boy. So next, I'd like to welcome our guests, Mr. Dr. Sangamesh Nashik. Sir, a few words from your end. 30 seconds. Parishay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what next? Today's theme? New roads, new roads equals to new. Nimesh, you should tell me. I had sent you a message. New roads is equal to Nimisha. Which means the message is not read properly intently. And you forgot. New roles is equal to new learnings. Am I right or wrong? Any road that we take during a life journey, we play different roles. And as we play our roles in a different way, we start learning new skills, new things, isn't it? Huh? Someone is there? So even my life journey was not like a straight road. Lots of twists and turns, ups and downs, small holes, potholes, much bigger holes. So this happens with each and every one of us, isn't it? But if the road is straight without any holes, do you think driving on that or treading on that is exciting? No. Right. So the road should be ups and downs. It should have ups and downs. It should have curves, hilly areas, isn't it? Huh? Only then the journey becomes interesting. The life in itself is such an interesting journey for all of us. Daily morning we get up, we don't know what is in store for us throughout the day. But we move out of our house, carry on with the work on our daily routine, and each and every minute or hour we find something new challenges coming up our way. So what do we do with the challenges? Do you face that or do you just brush them aside? Face them. Only if you face, you can move forward. And for your information, today I'll be doing the twin role of presiding officer and team audit for the timer who just clapped. Presiding officer, so I'll just blend both these things in one speech and move ahead. Even in Toastmasters, this theme fits perfectly well. How does it fit? Shalini, from yourself, how does it fit well in Toastmasters?
So I have taken a VP role now. So new learnings, I'm learning new things with new people who ask for help and also trying to figure out well things for people. So yes, it's a big responsibility, but good learning.
In Toastmasters, like Shalini said, term after term, a new executive committee is formed, isn't it?
Yes.
So the members, they take up various roles, different roles, and once they take up the roles, then the road is new. Last term, Vikas was the secretary. Am I right, Vikas? Sergeant. Thank God he remembers. I was just testing him. This time, this time he has taken up the role of a treasurer. A new role for him, a new role for him. Isn't it? Shalini was the VPPR. This term she is the VP. New road, new learning. Nimisha was the VPPR. This term, this wait, you're in a hurry, right? As a treasurer in the last term, did you make any money? You only gave money. I didn't receive anything. Any one of you received money from her? Only Vikas would have received. Only Vikas would have received it. So as I said in Toastmasters, it's a learning process. The more roles you take up every term, every meeting, you tread on a new road and you'll learn by that. Way back in 1924, a gentleman known as Ralph C. Smedley had envisioned that we should establish a platform. He created a new road and he played a new role in himself. What did he do? He started a Toastmaster club. And why did he start that? He felt the need that most of the people, they cannot talk well when they're on stage. They've got stage fear, but they're not able to communicate effectively. So he wanted to create a platform where this learning could be passed on. So by this way, he created that, and 100 years have passed. This club is still going strong. Why is it going strong? Any idea? Huh? Okay. Pardon me? Change is permanent. Okay.
Everyone helping each other.
Okay. I'll call it the structure and culture of Toastmasters. The way it is structured. Throughout the world, the structure is the same. Any Toastmaster meeting you attend, the structure is the same. Culture may vary from meeting to meeting, club to club, it may vary. But ultimately, the bottom line is learning new skills. Today, if I am right, Toastmasters is present in over 140 plus countries, 15,000 plus clubs, and over 2.5 to 3 lakh members worldwide. Isn't that a great thing? Still going strong. People come in and people go. But the numbers remain at around 2.5 to 3 lakhs. That's a good achievement, I should say. For 100 years, there are only two organizations that exist, as far as my knowledge goes. One is Toastmasters. The other is? Oh, is that a club? Yes. Rotary and Toastmasters. These are the only two organizations, NPOs, and which still survived 100 years of existence. Now, moving forward, how is a Toastmaster meeting structured? This is for the benefit of our guest over here. Sir, for your information, there are 3 different sections when a meeting is conducted. The first section is the speech, where a member prepares their speeches and comes and delivers it in front of the audience. This is a prepared speech section. Second is the table topic session. Basically, it's an ex-tempo. You're given a topic, and the tabletop master, he calls out one member from the audience to speak on that topic, impromptu. So by this way, the skill, impromptu speaking skill also improves in a member. And third and the most effective one is the general evaluation, where one of the members becomes a general evaluator and gives a feedback on the proceedings of the meeting right from the start till the end. So this evaluation structure is available only in Toastmasters and nowhere else. You will agree with me? Yes. Nowhere else you will get evaluation or feedback for your speeches or for your performance anywhere. It's only in Toastmasters. By doing this, it helps our members to improve their skills, and especially for a general evaluator. Throughout the meeting, he or she has to be an active listener. Today, the G, whosoever he or she is very active listening. Let us see how she comes out with that. Well, now, before we dive into our speech segment, let me call upon our soldiers. We've got 3 soldiers who will be keeping a record of the time, the R counter, and the grammar that the speakers have been using. Someone is recording my grammar also. Good. First of all, let me call out for our timer, Toastmaster Ruksana. Please, Ruksana, can you give out the guidelines?
As a role of timer, I will be monitoring the time of each speaker, and everyone has a specific time for the speakers. So whenever there is, I will take the yellow card when it is qualifying time. When it is green card when it is qualifying time, yellow card when it is target time, and then red card when it is maximum.
Red card means we should stop. Traffic signal. 30 seconds is grace.
Yes.
After the timer's roll, it is now the turn of our counter. Who is doing that role, Toastmaster Vinod?
Yes.
You're doing that?
Yes, sir.
Please read out the guidelines, sir. Shoot.
My role as an accounter is to note the use of crutch words such as er, and. I will listen for the filler words or express such as well, and, so, no, right. I will report the number of times a speaker used this sound and give the report when G asks for it. Thank you.
Good. You know, they improved a lot. Huh? They improved a lot. Very nice. Last but not the least, the grammarian. Toastmaster Meghna, are you the grammarian?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Tell us the guidelines.
As the backbone of every language is its grammar, as grammarian for today's meeting, I will introduce word of day, which is metamorphosis, meaning a complete transformation. Example, caterpillars metamorphose into a beautiful butterflies. I encourage participants to use this word in their speeches and discussions. Throughout the meeting, I will hear this word carefully and also make note of effective and ineffective use of English language, and also make note of incomplete sentences and grammatical errors. Thank you.
What a metamorphosis. What is this?
Metamorphosis.
Meghna, you're a perfect example of metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. You're a perfect example of that. Isn't it, huh? From caterpillar, you become a butterfly now. Titli ban gayi. You become a butterfly. Good, carry on. So now let's dive into our speech section straight away. But today we have got two speeches and they'll be evaluated by an individual evaluator. So today the onus is on me. The VP Education has been very kind, very generous in giving me all these roles. So as the evaluator for the first speaker, let me read out the guidelines. The speech timing is only 4 to 6 minutes. That's all. And since it's an icebreaker speech, I'm not going to introduce the speaker. The speaker will be introducing herself on what she is, who she is, why she is here, etc., etc., etc. So with a big round of applause, let's welcome our first speaker, Toastmaster Shalini. Should I wish you all the best? Not
Please
required.
wish me all the best.
Come on, wish her all the best.
I'm always
Huh? Nervous है, आपके सामने nervous हो जाता है.
Triple C. Coffee, cricket, curd rice. This is what describes a Tambram like me. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I am Shalini and here I am to deliver my icebreaker speech. I was born in the city of joy, Kolkata. Brought up in Bihar because my dad worked in SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. My mom, always a homemaker, excellent at cooking, raised 3 children. I have 2 more sisters in the most lovable way possible. My 2 sisters today are pursuing their PhD and I have become a trainer and a coach. I would like to say that my life has been a lot of ups and downs when it comes to the theme of the day today, new roads, new roads, or new roads, new roads, whichever way you put it, it makes the same sense. So I was this quiet and very reticent child till I was in grade 10. I would never even speak to the person who sat next to me, and my mom used to make fun of me saying, you don't even know who is the partner who's sitting next to you and you've been sitting with the same person for so long. I was that quiet. Always very quiet in parties, always very quiet in get-togethers. Even when relatives came to my house, I used to be very quiet. The journey continued when I went to a very good school. I studied in Chinmaya Mission and then I studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya. And then I pursued my higher studies in Kolkata University. I did my graduation and post-graduation in English literature from Kolkata University and a postgraduate diploma in teaching of English from English and Foreign Languages University of Hyderabad. My hobbies include yoga and reading. I always was very fond of reading, and this was because of my strict grandparents. 6 months in a year, my paternal grandparents would come and stay with us, and my grandfather was a hard taskmaster, although my father never even raised his voice in front of us till date. But staying with grandparents helped me a lot because I took up a lot into reading, starting with the most boring task of reading the newspaper to him every single day. This was our task in summer holidays. I'm sure your summer holidays must have been much better than what I had faced at that time. But then this urge for reading and gaining knowledge became a part of my life. I can fluently speak four languages: English, Hindi, Tamil, and Bengali because I studied in West Bengal. Kannada is still work in progress, even after having stayed in Bangalore for 25 years. The interesting story here is I was always very good at math. I loved mathematics. Numbers always fascinated me when I was in school. I was the math teacher's delight from grade 6 to grade 9. But it so happened in grade 10 that the English teacher, who was then my English teacher, Miss Bharti Mishra, she developed the love for literature in me. And it so went on that when it was the 10th standard practical exam, remember all of you must have done your practical exams where you must have got a project to dissect a frog, a dead frog, or a dead lizard, biology. I was never fond of biology. And I realized at that time that being a doctor is not my cup of tea. I cannot even dissect a dead insect or a dead animal. So it so happened in the bio lab, we were given a project, a group of people, teams, just like how we are all sitting here today. And when I was trying to dissect that frog, something popped out. Ew! That was horrible. And then I realized that this is not what I want to ever do in my life. No dissecting living beings, no dissecting dead creatures. By the time the English teacher had developed the love for Shakespeare, Byron, Keats, William Wordsworth, Shelley, and I was so mesmerized by their poetry. I love I love that kind of poetry, and I would always think, how did William Wordsworth decide to write about the daffodils? How did Shelley decide to write about Ozymandias? Or how did John Keats decide to have a lovely structure to the Grecian earth? So literature took over me, and that's how I decided I may pursue economics and English together, but could not take up science because of no zero love for biology. Although I was very good at math. So the journey continued, and then I went to my higher education. I changed a lot of jobs in my career path into training and coaching. I changed multiple organizations, tried everything, and finally, when it was the year 2021, when COVID hit us, I became an entrepreneur. I said, enough is enough. Let me become my own boss. All of us feel like that at one point of time in life. But I would like to very proudly say this, that the timing of the journey that I started as an entrepreneur was wrong because COVID hit. And I had to do a lot of sessions for 2 years online. Today, I can proudly say that I have a small team of 6 more trainers, and we work with those colleges and corporates. And 2021 was the same year when Toastmasters happened. It was just a casual meeting, an online meeting. A friend of mine told me, you are not doing anything on a Wednesday evening. Anyways, you're sitting in front of the system for the whole day. All of us are doing the same thing. Why not you join this meeting and find out what it is? And that's how I discovered that this is the place where I want to be, the purpose of my life. 4 years into Toastmasters, one district championship, 5 paths completed, starting very proudly this path, motivational strategies, with my beloved club NITK. I am also part of 2 clubs in District 121, which is called Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club and Let's Debate Toastmasters Club. I think public speaking is what is the key to my growth and success. I would like to leave all of you with a quote. Since the journey of my life, and I'm sure many people along with me in the process, is still on. Do you really want to be mediocre or you want to excel? Because when excellence is a choice, do not make mediocrity as your option. That's all. Back to the team.
Just now the speaker said she can speak 4 languages. Shalini, kemon ache? Are vanakkam. Vanakkam. All well? Today I can proudly say, I'll just repeat that sentence of hers also. today I can proudly say that me and Shalini have been sailing the same boat. Because even my parents, especially my grandfather, he wanted me to become a doctor. One day when I entered the biology class, same thing hit me, to bisect a frog. I ran out from that place. I said, I couldn't do that. Exactly like what Shalini said. Well, even I was good at maths. Suddenly we shared the same hobbies at many places. Let's give a good round of applause to our well done. Now the second speaker in question, his timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, can you do it? The path is presentation mastery, and the purpose is vocal language and vocal variety and body language. So we'll all hear from him what vocal variety is and how body language plays an important role in our speeches. The title of the speech is Happiness in Giving. Happiness in Giving Toastmaster Shrikant. Please welcome him. Thank you, sir. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Good evening, dear Toastmasters, present and future. And also good evening to the guests. Probably, when I say the future, probably I'm referring to him only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now today's my topic is joy of giving or happiness of giving. Somebody asked me, why did you join Rotary? So I joined Rotary by chance, but later it became a passion. Somebody asked me, you became a president, you wanted to give and all those things. I said it's a DNA defect. Defective DNA, because my father, my parents, they brought us in such a way that you give whatever you can, whatever is possible from you. That is the joy of giving. So whenever a guest comes to your home, always you give the best to them and keep whatever is remaining. That's how we have been brought up from the childhood. Because my father was only earning member and we had to manage with whatever means that was there. So whenever there is a guest, whatever is there left over, whatever is there, we have to eat. But we used to feel joy when the guests are happy. So this is how we have been brought up. And we have learned this joy of giving or happiness in giving the things. Actually, certain instances which happened in my life, one of them when I was in first BCom, and recently about just about a month back or last week, which speaks about the joy of giving. When you want to give, it's not necessary you should be rich. Joy of giving is not necessarily in terms of money. It can be in terms of sharing and caring. I met one lady, her name is Lakshmana. Last year we had given a cow to her from the Rotary. Couple of days back we went to see how the cow is doing, how the family is doing, how they are doing. She is living in a very small house, mud house. It's almost about to collapse. We thought we'll give another cow to her because that may help her to live happily. But what she said really metamorphosized or transformed my thoughts about life. She said, sorry, I cannot maintain the second cow. You give to somebody who is more in need of it. This is coming from a lady who is living her life with around 2,000 rupees that she is getting from the government. She has a daughter who is done. She has a son. They are not able to maintain their field with only half an acre, quarter, 3/4 of an acre of land. So that changed my way of thinking about life. This was just 4 days back. A lady, I made in our house. She is there in our house for last 1 year. We didn't even know her name. We used to call her G because she is a little elderly person. Before she came to our house, there was one more lady who was working as a maid. She had to go to her husband's house. Now she is back after 1 year. Now this lady says she must be earning around 25,000 rupees a month, working whole day in about 78 houses. Excuse me. She says, give the jug back to her. I don't mind. If you want to hire the old lady. See, she has taught us that we can give up certain things for the sake of others. She taught me that there is greater happiness in giving, in sharing the things. Sometimes when we help the people, it's not always necessarily that it will be positive. There was one more incident which happened when I was in first year BCom. I was standing in front of my house, it was an independent house. One bullock cart is passing by. He stopped the cart and gave me a wallet. Somebody has lost his wallet. So I took the wallet, I opened it. Fortunately, there was an address. I'm talking about 80, 81. So those days, no mobile, nothing. So I had the address. I went in search of the address and gave the wallet to the guy. He took the wallet, and after some time he said, we had so much of money, but the amount is very less. I was a little disturbed. I said, I don't know. They gave to me and I am giving it to you. Fortunately, the person in front of the house, he was staying in an outhouse, another person, he told, no, he is not going to do like this. So be careful while talking. I was a little disturbed. After coming home, I told my parents, this is what happened. They said, don't worry, you have done your job. So forget about all these things. Continue to do the good things in life. Give the world the best you have, the best will come to you. That's what I've been learning from the beginning. When I said it's not necessarily in terms of money, it could be in terms of organ donation, body donation. I'm happy to inform you that myself and Madhvi already pledged our body so that we can live even after we die. So that is the joy of giving. There's a sloka in Sanskrit which says, Karmanya vadikaraste makulechu kadachan. That means you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Now there is a story, a short story, which is described by Dr. Gurraj Karjagi, a famous author, a famous orator. He says, when you give, it should be from your own earnings. There is a rich family. The lady is cooking the food for all the family members. The habit is she serves the food. After serving the food to everybody, she starts eating the food. But on the plate, whatever is there, she keeps certain things out and give to somebody. He says, all the members says, why are you doing this? We are capable of giving it separately. She says, no. If I give whatever I have cooked, it will be from your earnings. This is my earnings because I have done the cooking. If I give from that, I will be more happy. Thank you very much.
It was an emotional speech, isn't it? Huh? Let's give a round of applause to Mr. Shrikant. Shrikant, even I can connect with your contents of the speech. I think each and every story, even I can come out with examples where I faced such situations also. Thank you so much for sharing all this, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's move on. What next? Table topics? Is it there or not?
No, sir, we have education and education session.
Are you all sure?
Yes.
Now, what is the education session? Who's going to take that?
Those must be mentioned.
So Toastmasters, the education session has been taken by a person who is playing so many roles, but today she is playing just 2 roles. Only 2 roles. Only 2 roles. From Nimisha to Toastmaster Nimisha, come over. Let's have an education session. Let's see what she's going to educate us on. I'm not too sure about that. I've been highly educated till BCom only. I failed in that. Let's see what is in store for me. So with a round of applause, welcome her. चलो 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 all the best. हाँ?
Sir, just 2 minutes TV on करना है.
TV on करना है.
Help के लिए बुलाया. It was ready, but it was something happened.
तो कोई बात करते हो?
Okay. हाँ वो आप ही बात करें. No. Habib sir, they're coming for it.
I think it goes from there.
Yeah, it was on. That's why.
कौन सा? नहीं उसका इधर ही
Maybe only.
कुछ नहीं लगता है बाया कुछ नहीं है.
All in Hindi, which resonates with today's theme. New roads, new roads.
हंसते हंसते कट जाए रास्ते is that?
No, that is. No. हाँ? क्या टाइम पास हो रहा है निमिषा के लिए?
Sir, just 2 minutes. अगर नहीं होगा तो I'm started.
हाँ?
I'll probably just turn my laptop so you can see it.
Guys, I had something unique to share. Can I take a minute?
Take it.
It was ready, sir.
Okay. One unique thing which I found being in one of the meetings is that to make your name remember for someone. How many of you have done ever that you give Damsharas, the way we play Damsharas, you give them a hint and they remember, they try to capture them and financially come out with the name. So let's think of it in next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vinod and Toastmaster Santosh for taking over for that minor glitch. Apologies to everyone, but very good evening to all of you. At the outset itself, I want to call out that the purpose of this session today is to help you understand what is the Toastmasters organization, how is it structured. Because the current executive committee or the EXCOM, we observed that we have a lot of veterans in the club, of course, but there are many of you who have been part of the club for more than 7-8 months, some of you even for a year. However, we were getting queries from you all about certain basics of Toastmasters. So we thought that this is the best time to bring to you this information because the contest season is going to start in a short while from now. And it is through the contests that you will best understand how Toastmasters trains from the club level up to the international level. So we are going to talk about how Toastmasters is structured, what is the hierarchy, what are the types of contests that Toastmasters covers, what are some contest rules in very quick setting, right? So let's talk about the organization, like I said first. So on the screen, you will see the structure of Toastmasters. This is exactly how Toastmasters hierarchy exists, and I'll go in an ascending order to help you understand this, right? At the very first level, you will see are the individual club levels. So just as our club NITK Bhive is an individual club, we have several individual clubs all over the world, right? Typically, how clubs are structured in Toastmasters, so there are college clubs. Can any of you name any college Toastmaster clubs that you know? Mount Carmel, Christ, Jen, lots of college clubs, right? The other level of individual clubs can be community clubs. Any examples? Our own club, yes. So community club, just for you to understand, is the type of club where there is no membership restriction. A college club, for example, if someone studies in that college, they can be members. Community club, irrespective of our professional backgrounds and what we do in life, anybody can be part of a community club, just like our club. And then you have corporate clubs. So companies also have their own club set up. Again, the membership restriction is based on whether you're working there or not. There are also some organizations that form their own clubs, professionally, like CAs may have their own clubs. I've heard there's a club in Delhi for just for builders, stuff like that. So there are various ways in which these individual clubs get organized. All right, that's an easy one. The next level in this aggregation you will notice are the areas, right? So you have areas like A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, B4, like that, right? So our club, does anyone know which area, except for Toastmaster Shalini and Toastmaster Santosh, which area do we fall under? Okay, I'll give this to okay. B1, are we B1?
No.
Vikash sir?
B2.
B2?
No.
Meghna and Vinod, who wants to?
Answer. I remember district 92.
Which area are we part of? Which area are we part of? B1, B2, B3, B4. Vinod? You?
No.
B4.
Yes.
We, in this program year 2025-26, our club is part of area B4, right? The other clubs that are part of our area, I will just quickly tell you this: a Smedley Speakers Society, we have Rajaji Nagar Toastmasters Club, Open Text, Pan India, and our clubs. So our area B4 comprises of these 5 clubs. Similarly, there are other areas like A1, A2, A3. Everyone will have, typically in Toastmasters, areas comprise of at least 4 clubs, 4 to 6 clubs, sometimes even 7 clubs, right? So you can imagine, if you think about area A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, how many clubs there are. If each will have just 4 clubs also, how many clubs there are, right? Any questions so far?
How do you differentiate between what is
Sir, basis I don't know, because Shalini, would you know the basis of forming a club?
It is based on.
not based on like number of speeches you have given?
No.
So the areas
For
are.
example, in B2,
Areas are clubs,
No,
sir.
areas are clubs. Say in B1 you have 5 clubs. So 5 clubs become one area. In B4,
Those 5 clubs
they have
could be
5 clubs. Those 5 clubs could be based on proximity, how the area directors, the division directors, they sit and work on it.
start that with one of the
So the district works on it.
Yes.
They work on it.
District forms. Because every area, like our area director Pramod, I don't know if you were there for the installation ceremony, he overlooks full area before. So all these 5 clubs come under Pramod. So it is organized in a way where for area directors, they can take care of those many number of clubs. If you put 10 clubs in an area, it will become impossible for one person to look after it. So the division is done like that.
It comes
Right?
from the district.
Okay, we'll go to the district level also for you to understand, but that's the area level. Moving on, you have the next level of aggregation, that is a division. So divisions are anything like division A, B, C, D, E, F, like that, right? So our area B4, why that B exists before 4 is because our area is part of division B. Right, so you will have in other, like in division A, you will have areas A1, A2, A3, like that. So the letter will indicate which division is that particular area part of. In district 92, we have this year 9 divisions, A to I. There are 9 divisions in total, which is a lot, I would say, right? So every division, if you look at it, typically there'll be at least 4 areas under each division. Right, that is why area B1, B2, B3, B4, all these areas come under division B. Okay, clear? All right. Moving on, we have the next level, which is a pretty high level, I would say, the district level, right? All these divisions that we spoke about, basically from club to area to division, they come under a district. Except the veterans in the club, I would like to ask everyone else, What is our district's number? Which district are we part of? Very good. We are part of District 92. In the recent officer training that we had, I've heard we have to consider ourselves lucky to be part of District 92 because District 92 has been a top performing district twice. In all over the world, District 92 has gained that status where it has come out bright and shining in that. So it's a very proud thing for us. Sorry? Prestigious district, absolutely.
D1, D2 to D125.
I'll tell you. I will tell you. Okay. District 92 is one of the districts in Toastmasters. Just like that, there are 126 districts all over the world. Right? Totally 126th district I think got formed last year if I'm not wrong. It's the most recent district. So all over the world it is spread out like that. We are part of District 92. In District 92, any guesses on how many clubs form District 92? We could do the math. District 92 is just a number. It doesn't mean 92 doesn't indicate the number of clubs or whatever.
It's like A4.
Just take a wild guess.
16.
Full district.
16 to 4, approximately 65, 64 clubs.
Ideally, Santosh sir, if we would put the math like that, ideally we should have been at 250, but 250 is a very large number to have because there are other challenges that come up. Sometimes some clubs shut down or they don't get chartered, etc. I learnt in the recent training that we are 180 plus clubs in District 92. 190. So 190 itself is a very big number. So we are one of them, one of the clubs in District 92. All right. So like I called out, like this District 92, there are totally in Toastmasters International 126 districts. All right. So District 92 is North Bangalore.
It is Bangalore
And North Karnataka. North Karnataka and Bangalore.
And if it reaches 200 clubs, they will bifurcate into two districts.
Yes.
100 clubs.
Yes. Right. So that is the district. Any questions still here? Anyone? Clear? From club to district, how it has progressed, and where do we sit in that hierarchy? All that clear? All right. So district, like I said, by itself is a very big thing, but that's not where it ends. The organization, it pans over another level. That is the region level. Right? Now, this is where you will see the numbers actually coming down. In Toastmasters International, all over the world, there are a total of 14 regions. 14 regions, right? How are regions organized? Regions are typically organized based on geographical proximities and locations, right? So, India is part of region 14. Like that, US may be part of another region, maybe region 1, I think. North America is part of region 1. And like that, different countries will be part of different regions. India is part of region 14. I want to call out here, if you understood what a district is, then you should know that India alone has 7 districts, right? Our district 92, our next door neighbor district 121. 121 is, I think, Karnataka, South Karnataka and Kerala. So you have another state getting clubbed in district 121. Some other examples I can give you. District 125 is Maharashtra and Goa. We also have districts, District 82, which is Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka. So you have one state and one whole country getting, part of one district. Like that, you have another district. District 41 is North India and Nepal, right? So we are all these 7 districts of India are part of region 14. Some of the countries that I looked up form a part of region 14 are India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, of course, Lebanon, UAE, Bahrain, etc. Like we are all part of region 14 if we look at the organization. Okay, any questions? So basically you will see that from the individual club to region, all this comes under finally the brand of Toastmasters International. All right? Yes.
Toastmasters started.
No, it didn't start recently, sir, but every year there's a bifurcation done in the month of June. They'll see how many clubs exist. There are numbers that they give. So based on the numbers, the region will get split. For all we know, next year we might have another region if the numbers of clubs go up and there are certain rules to
So,
this,
sir,
right?
every year there are new clubs that are formed. District 92 this time has got 30 new clubs in the
Yeah,
last year.
yeah. So
30 new clubs have come.
So if too many numbers happens, yes, we might get a new regions.
So, throughout we will have 48
No,
clubs.
not necessary. Every June it actually gets
Shuffled.
it gets shuffled. Yeah. But typically, what I know of it is that they follow proximities, like geographical proximities of
The same
countries.
thing with districts also, like some other D something.
It can, because District 121, if I remember, Shalini, it's split, right? It used to be, so there were a lot of clubs like in Bangalore, because District 121 also exists in Bangalore, some clubs. They used to be part of District 92. But I think in 2020, if I'm not wrong,
Yes,
District
they have become a
121,
different district.
yes,
So
because
the
a number of
is
clubs,
now. So
yes.
it all depends on how many clubs are formed in that program year. July 1st to June 30th next year is the Toastmasters program year. So if you have more clubs, then the areas will change, then the divisions will change, the district, everything will change.
Okay, and move on. So that, if you look at it, this is the organization of Toastmasters. And now if I speak about the contest, it will make more sense to you, right? So let's first talk about the types of contests that generally Toastmasters International conducts. So you will see you have the evaluation, table topics, humorous, tall tales, and ISC contest. And I will very quickly cover all this for you. Evaluation contest, many of you were part of the last contest cycle, you know what it is, but just some of you are new, so I'll quickly explain. Just as in a club you evaluate a speaker, right? In an evaluation contest, the only difference is all the contestants will evaluate one speaker. That speaker is called a target speaker. So a speaker comes here, delivers a speech for 5 to 7 minutes, and all the contestants will evaluate that same speaker, right? We won't get into how the contest flows and all that. That you will know when we come to the contest, right? So the rules are the same. You'll have 2 to 3 minutes to present your evaluation. All right. Evaluation contest, one thing I want you to know is, let's say, like now you've understood the levels. If you move from, let's say you are placed first in the club, you'll move to area, division, district. If you move to the district and you come and you're placed first, I want you to know that that by itself is a very big thing. Our fellow Toastmaster Shalini, she is the district champion of table topics in District 121 this year. So that by itself, I will say, is a very big achievement, because you've seen how big a district is. But what you have to know is that, let's say you come first even in the district championship, right? You just have to know that that is where the contest ends. The evaluation contest ends at the district level, but there is no restriction on you. You can next year again participate in the contest. You can participate in evaluation contest multiple times, win it multiple times. That's going to be a great achievement for you. But after the district, the contest doesn't go beyond the district. All right. So eligibility criteria, very simple. You have to be a paid member of a club in a good standing. We don't have to worry about it, because we're all paid members and our club is in a very good standing. All right. Generally in our district, I can say that the evaluation contest from the club level start from Feb. So this is for next year, Feb 2026, you will see that the evaluation contest will start. Questions? Clear. Okay, let's move on to the table topic contest. Same thing, the only one difference in the contest versus what happens in a club. In a club, you will notice that every speaker is given a new topic. In the contest, every speaker is given the same topic. Generally, all the contestants are put out of the room and you're called one by one, and you will be given the topic, and on the spot, 1 to 2 minutes, you will present your speech, right? That's the only difference for the contest. Eligibility criteria is the same. The level is the same. Just as evaluation, you will proceed up to the district. Let's say you win the district, good for you, but that is where the contest concludes. Doesn't go beyond the district. When is it? This year, our district has decided to split the contest, because we are going to have two conferences. How many of you have heard of coronation? Do you know what coronation is? What is coronation? Conference of? It's the annual District 92 conference, happens in May every year. where all these contests take place. This year, the district has bifurcated it. We are going to have a mid-year conference on November 29th and 30th. That is when we will have both the humorous speech contest district championship and the table topics championship. I want you to make note of this date, 6th August. 6th August is when we are having the table topics and humorous contest in our club. So kindly sign up for it. We encourage all of you to be part of it, right? So any questions? I guess it's all.
It's only at the club level, right?
The club level will start on 6th August. If you win it, you will move to the area and then division. Right? Okay, humorous speech contest again. What is it? Some of you have approached me to ask what is this contest about. I just want you to know that it is a regular speech contest, just the way you come and give your speeches. The only thing is that your content has to be more funny. It has to be humorous. So if you add that to your speech, a 5 to 7 minute speech that is humorous in nature, you stand very good chances of winning the contest. That's the only difference here, right? Eligibility criteria, level all the same, goes up to the district, doesn't go beyond the district, right? Same date, 6th August is our club contest, right? I'll move on. Tall Tales contest. Now this very quickly I will cover what this is because our district has not opted for this contest, but you should know what this is. This is again a speech contest, a regular speech you give. The duration of course is 3 to 5 minutes. What is a tall tale contest? Basically your speech. You can be exaggerated in any form, like to the highest form. You can push the limits of the truth. You are allowed to speak about stories like I met a genie once or I met a fairy. Like, you know, you can just exaggerate your stories to whatever levels that you can imagine it to be, right? So it is more of a test of your imaginary skills because that is a very important element in storytelling. Now, should you want to know more about what kind of speeches they give in tall tale contest, lot of videos on YouTube, feel free to see it, but we won't get into further details because our district, we are not going to have this contest. Sir, added advantage. Sir, added advantage. Sir will win. Sir is the tallest member. Alright, so okay. Now coming to the ISC or what we call the International Speech Contest. Now here you have to know that this is where your stakes get really, really high because this is not that the other contests are not important, but the stakes are high because this is the only contest that goes beyond the district. And I will explain about it, right? So speech contest, many of you were part of it in the last cycle. I don't have to explain what this is. This is the only contest where there is one extra eligibility criteria. Of course, you have to be a paid member of a club in good standing, but to be eligible to compete in the ISC, you have to have completed both level 1 and level 2 from your pathways program. There are certain other criteria, doesn't apply to our club because everybody is a pathway member here, so I won't get into that. So please make sure that you complete your level 1s and level 2 before you can be eligible. Otherwise, you are not eligible to compete in the ISC. Alright, so now this is where I'll tell you why your stakes get higher for the ISC. Because let's say you have reached the district and you become the district winner. Like I said, becoming the district winner itself is a very big thing. Alright, but you are now the first place district. Let's say you win the ISC, District 92 ISC champion is Vinod, let's say, right? Your stakes get high because your district speech video will be sent to some certain anonymous judges from around the world, most likely in region 14 because we are part of region 14, and they will assess. So all the district winners of, let's say, region 14 or all the 126 districts across the world, the district winners videos, district championship video speech is sent to anonymous judges from all around the world. They will judge it, and then if you win in that, you will proceed to do something called as a region quarterfinals, right? And every region, so there are 14 regions. From every region, there are only 2 contestants who proceed to the semi-finals. So the videos round is called the quarterfinals. Then you will move on to the semi-finals if you are selected there. So here's a quick trivia for you. Given that there are 14 regions in Toastmasters and 2 members from each region go up to the semis, how many contestants do you think reach the semi-finals? Don't tell, you don't tell. Simple math. Actually, my math is very bad, but you're right. The answer is 28 contestants from around the globe reach the semi-finals of ISC. What happens in semi-finals? Semi-finals also, out of the 28 people, 20 are eliminated. So the top 8 contestants finally walk up to the WCPS, that's a World Championship of Public Speaking level. So the top 8 contestants from all this club to area to division to district to region, the top 8 contestants finally compete every year in the annual Toastmasters International Conference that's held in August every year. I think this year the conference is happening between 20th to 23rd August in Philadelphia, US. What I can tell you is that while many of us can't make it there this year because it's too late for the visas, we should actually plan as a club to probably go for next year's conference. But please keep an eye out on your emails. You can purchase they have a pass to watch the whole conference online. So on the 23rd of August this year, the new world champion will be crowned, and we will all know who those top 3 winners are. All right. So just last question here. Now that you've understood this whole organization hierarchy, how many, and Shalini, you're not going to answer this, how many contestants from all around the world do you think participate in the international speech contest every year?
126.
Only 126? So all of us are part of it. Just think of all the areas, all the clubs from all around the world. How many contestants every year participate in the international speech contest?
90,200 something.
Okay. Any other answers? Sir? Yes, sir. Please. No, sir. Acha, sir, nahi, you're banned. If they can't answer, you say. I'll just give one more. Any guesses? Or Santosh sir will
Is it
answer.
above or below?
It is way above that. Way above that. Any guesses quickly?
10,000.
So many also. Okay, Meghna is getting closer to the figure, but Santosh sir, you can answer. Approx, yes. 32,000 is the number stands at that. Within 2 years, this number has gone up. By the way, I looked up 2 years back, it was 28,000. This year, it is 32,000 is what I. 32 is a big number. 32,000 people from all around the world. Imagine top 8 get selected in the ISC to finally rebel, right? So that's about the types of contests. Questions?
These 4 gentlemen, short intro.
Oh, this is Darren LaCroix. He is a 2001 World Championship winner. You should watch his speech, one of my favorite speeches. That is Dhananjay Hettiachi. He is also one of the best speakers. He came as the District 92 guest last year's convention. We all met him actually. We all got pictures and all with him. This is Aaron Beverly. You should watch his speech because even my favorite, he speaks about the Indian Juda Churai thing. So you should watch it. Yeah, I forget her name.
She's with Joyce.
Yeah, Jocelyn Tyson, 2 years back, right? So I just put randomly, he is my favorite, but I just put everything else randomly, so nothing. But all the world championships are great actually. You should watch their speeches on YouTube. It is at some other level, right? So I'll move on very quickly because I have to cover the contest rules also. So now that you understand about the organization, about the types of contests, very quickly, what are the contest roles? Some of you have taken up the roles, so it's been great. But let me tell you, to organize a contest, these are the roles you need. You need a contest chair, chief judge, contest master, SAAs, timers, and ballot counters. Very quickly, I will tell you, contest chair. Contest chair is the very important role in a contest because a contest chair is really the organizer of the entire contest. Alright, there are many things that a contest chair has to do. The first thing is committee formation. It is actually binding upon the contest chair to form this whole team, like who will be the SAA count, ballot counter, timer, etc. And the very important thing the contest chair has to do is to select the chief judge. right? I will come to the chief judge, but that's a very important thing. You have to coordinate the entire event. You have to make sure that all the role takers are briefed. What is the SA's role? What is the timer's role? What is the contestant's role? So as a contestant, you have to be aware of the entire rule book. Toastmasters releases the rule book every year. Ideally, all of us should actually, go through it, because if you take up this role, don't get overwhelmed by it. I can tell you that it's something I took up last year at the area level, and lots of learnings, lots of networking, lot of connections. It's a good role to take up, right? So there is a lot of things to do. Post contest, like everything is on you. You have to oversee the entire thing. How are like all the results have gone to the chief judge? Have there been any protests, etc. Right? Go ahead, please.
So this was the contest chair, and even at the ISC level also.
Yes. Yes.
We can be a part
Every
of that.
every
So
contest.
if we are not a part of a speech, we can be a part of any of these.
Of course. Yes.
If you have the experience of having done it before.
I would say, Meghna, that is why we, Shalini is really working hard towards it. Like when she reaches out to all of you to take up roles, even in the contest, humor, of course, we want for all of you to see, because for humorous evaluation and TT contest and all, there is no requirement. Everyone can participate. Of course, we would like for all of you to participate as contestants. But for whatever reason, if you can't, then please sign up for these roles, because you will learn a lot, and there are different levels of interactions that happen. Some of you did sign up last year for different roles. Habib sir was a contest chair for the club, right? So that's how you get the experience. I got into the contest chair role. Honestly, I didn't do it anywhere. I did it directly at the area level. I was like, what am I doing? But it was.
Can I just
Yeah,
add one
please.
thing? So you asked the question, right? How the hierarchy that is followed is, if you have done the contestant's role in club level, you can next ask for the area level.
Area.
Because they'll ask you, have you done this role
Yeah.
before? You can say, yes, I have done the contestant role. It applies for even the voting judges. If they have completed level 2 only, they can be a voting judge.
Yes.
So is it like we should be, suppose if I'm at the
In
contest,
simple language,
if I'm
saying that if you will go to grade 9. Without that, you cannot go. So you have to
he's having time limit, so
No.
It's
Go ahead,
okay.
please.
Let
Let her answer. Let her answer, please.
So you have to, if you have done this act, like Habib had been the contestant last year for our contest. So if he wants to go to area level, he can apply. He can say, I will contestant for my contest in my club.
no. So my question is, if I have taken a role of, say, for example, essay and the contest chair in my club, so I will be only applicable to apply for essay role for this contest area, or I can apply for any other roles also.
You can apply. You can.
Any role.
Meghna, you can
Like
apply.
you said, you went directly to the.
I went because I had a lot of experience in Toastmasters. I'd seen hundreds of contests, how things are done. That is why, I will say, when Shalini reaches out, like take up as many roles as you can in a club. You can also go to other clubs and take up roles, so that you understand, you get that exposure, watch other clubs' contests also, so you know what is done. Of course, when you take up a role, you know that a briefing is always done for everyone. Nobody goes, even if I have participated in contests 100 times, that briefing is equally important to me as to anyone else. Briefing will be given, you will be trained. But the more exposure and learning you have on your own, right, it becomes a lot easy for you to take up the role. But yes, she is right. It is most ideal that if you take up roles in the contest and follow that hierarchy and go. But if you can pick up along the way, my experience has been that they will approach you, and you can do it. But typically we would advise, the advice is the right advice, right? Okay. Questions? Okay, moving on, Chief Judge. This is the second most important role, not the second most, but again a very important role. Chief Judge, what I want for you all to know is that is someone who doesn't judge a contest. But a chief judge has to be a very experienced Toastmaster who should have experience with judging in the past and should know the rule book in and out, because the chief judge is someone who recruits the voting judges. Nobody else, please know this for your knowledge, nobody else apart from the chief judge knows who the voting judges are. No one will know. And you're not supposed to tell also. If you are the chief judge, and you recruit voting judges, you're not supposed to go around telling people, I have recruited this one as a voting judge, that one is a voting judge. That is against the rules. So the chief judge has to oversee that entire procedure, that judging is being done fairly, it is being done as per the rule book. So so chief judge briefs all the voting judges and the ballot counters, especially even the timers, but timers are also allowed to be briefed by contest chairs, right? So again, a very important role. And it's the chief judge who declares the winners, like declares as in will know the first chit of who has won will come to the chief judge. Chief judge gives it to the contest. So the contest chair and chief judge have to work hand in hand. Very important, right? So I'm not going to get into the details. You will, if there are questions, please stop me. SA is again, just the way we do it in club, what you have to know is that SA is a very important role because you're also managing the entire contest, right? In a club, typically we'll need one SA, but from area levels, at least two SAs and the numbers go up because SAs are the first people to come on the stage, present, everything, whatever you need to present, tell the rules. SAs also have to manage the contestants. If it is evaluation and TT contest, you have to make sure the contestants are out in the breakout room. What will that breakout room be? You have to guide the tally counter and chief judge to the breakout room. So there are many things that as an SKA you have to do, right? Timers, of course, the biggest thing is to monitor the speech and to present the report. You have to capture the time very accurately because a lot depends on the timers. Very important role. Imagine if you goof up, it can cost a speaker his or her chance, right? Because everything is so time, like verified by time in Toastmasters. So again, a lot of training is given to the timers, that how you capture the time of the sheet and all that. Question, sir?
Yeah. Just I need to know about time or when time like I'm so when is the on the stage, she said, and then the timer takes to maybe to so should we record that time or when we start then we
Yes. So the rule is that this is what the timers are told. When the speaker comes introduced, right? Speak usually the first word that a speaker utters, that's when the timing should start. Sometimes people may have creative ideas. They may not do a verbal communication. They may do non-verbal communication. Like they can start a presentation or they can do a staged act. Those are all non-verbal communication. So the very first gesture or verbal voice that you hear, your timing should start from that very minute.
then is it that there's time limit where he can just wait for 2 3 seconds?
No, sir. No, as per the rule book, even contestants are not allowed to take their own sweet time. We are given a very quick few seconds to come on the stage and start very quickly. Otherwise, timers, if you take up the role of a timer, you will notice in the rule book it is written that timers are supposed to, if you think the speaker is taking too much time, timers have to start giving non-verbal cues to the speaker that hey, you're wasting time. So get on like that, right? So timer's role actually is very important. Your If you don't present the report properly, then it can cost the speaker. Any questions? Anything else on timers?
The timer is not supposed to read the time
Yes.
report in a contest.
Yes.
You just have to hand it over
To the chief judge. So you're not supposed to discuss also, tell anybody, this contestant took this many minutes, that one. Just make your report, hand it to the chief judge and then forget about it. I'm not getting into those details because it will take the whole thing to, that's another level of training. And finally, we have the ballot counter. So ballot counters, Meghna was the ballot counter for the last contest. Is somebody who helps the voting judges. So again, ballot counter has to be very careful because ballot counter is the only roll taker who will know who the voting judges are. Ballot counter should never tell anybody, should never reveal this information to anybody. Quietly, the ballot counters after the contest gets over will go and collect the ballots from the voting judges and will hand it over to the chief judge. Will go with the chief judge to the breakout room. They help in tallying the scores and those details, right? So ballot counter. So actually, if you see that all the roles in Toastmaster contests are very important, and I think that's the last role. There is nothing else.
Ballot counter now it's become online.
Online also, yes. Many clubs and even areas and all are going online because Because what happens is how much ever secrecy you want to maintain, sometimes, like in our club, it will be very easy for us to spot who the ballot counter is. It's fine, but we should all be professional. But nowadays, yeah, it's all gone online. So some chief judges prefer that they directly get the votes from the voting judges online or whatever. But I know that in higher level contests, they still recruit ballot counters, right? Ballot counters are still, an important role they still recruit. So that was a little bit about Toastmasters organization contest. I hope that was all clear and helpful. And any further questions, you can always reach out to Shalini.
One thing that when Nisha was presenting about the ISC, the regional level that teachers will be selected and sent, that is treated as the quarterfinal.
From district, the next level is yes.
That is treated as quarterfinal or regional level. When it is semi-final, then it is the world championship.
I thought I called that out. Yeah, Vinu, you have a question.
Yeah, no, to conclude, with my side, I have one thing. In next session, if you can give us the guidelines, where in the last conversation, Prasanna ma'am was telling that she lose her thing because she gave a second speech.
So that is different. That is pathways orientation.
Yeah,
That is
if you
not
can.
that we will do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In next session.
No, sir, she lost her triple crown because that is pathways orientation. That we will not mix with this.
Yeah.
This is separate. This is only contest training what I was saying.
Yes.
You want to take over? You do.
Thank you, everyone. You are having
How many days homework you need? No, I don't think so. She needed to do much on this. One day, Nimisha? I can't do it. Huh? You can't do it one day. I thought you could have done it in half a day also. So, Toastmasters, how was the session? Good. Nimisha, I'd like to see you again and again with some education sessions. Grade 1 to grade 10, huh? Yes. Now, what is the bottom line about what she spoke?
That preparing participants for contest.
New routes, new rules, new learnings. Huh? As you keep taking up new roles, isn't it? Yeah. At the club level, area level, division level, district level, you keep taking up different roles. So you'll walk on different roads and you will develop new skills. So shall we now move on?
Yes.
Before that, one question. Where would you like to see yourself in the contest? Would you like to see yourself at the area? WCPS. Okay, WCPS. Nimisha wants to. Nimisha wants to see yourself at WCPS. Vinod, you?
I would say it sometimes.
Huh? You'll share it sometime.
Yeah.
No problem.
So I just wanted to add one thing. 2nd August, district is conducting a training on 4K, which is how to prepare for numerous contests and different topics. I request everybody to register. It's online.
It's online.
Yes. Then JTP, program. The whole day they are going to have it from 9 to 3, but you can register online. I have already posted in the group. 2nd August is 4K. It's called 4K. Training program, how to attend table topics and how to prepare for numerous, doing a workshop.
Only things register table topics.
Both.
Shalini, can you record that?
Huh?
Are you allowed to record that session? Huh? No, we can record, I think so. Habib, you can record. Habib will say he's the master. Simple. Huh? Doesn't matter, I think so. See this? Okay, let's move on because we are running out of time. No. If I cannot attend, then
These are all cannot.
You cannot record it because in the district.
Huh?
Then sir, we can have an organized concert in our club where the people who are present there will give their feedbacks that
Now,
how
please inquire on this, Shalini. Will this recording be available or not? For people who are not able to attend online.
Okay, sir.
Huh? Will it be available?
Sometimes they
So just check.
most of you can take down the site. Some can be told.
But those who are available, please register and attend it.
Yeah, that's okay. All of you can register.
We should.
Registering is not a problem. Attending may become a problem.
I gave it the day it came.
Okay, please share it once again.
I'll reach it.
Please share it. Let's now move on to the third and the most important segment of our Toastmasters meeting. And what is that? Which evaluation? Very good. And who is going to do that today? Let's welcome her once again onto the stage. Come on. Different roles. I will get bored. Huh?
The club members will get bored how much I'm talking today.
I have stayed with the wife for 40 years. You may not know me. I would like
Sir,
bored me
but I'm
out.
bored, sir.
Huh?
I'm bored of. Alright, good evening once again. Apologies, I think I've been given two heavy duty roles today, but I will cut short my GE report in the interest of time very quickly, starting with okay, no, sorry, I forgot. We first need the evaluators report for the prepared speaker, so I would like to call the Amitabh Bachchan and the Kishore Kumar of our club to please give the evaluation overview.
Two roles in the I've got 4 roles. Okay, Toastmasters now as an evaluator for Shalini's icebreaker speech. Did you like that?
Yes.
What was the title of the speech? Come on. Huh? Okay. Correct. Which means you people are all active listeners. This shows you are active listeners. Right, Shalini?
Yes.
They're active listeners. Okay, Toastmasters Shalini, as far as the speech is concerned, I am what I am. This is icebreaker speech, right? Motivation strategy. Am I right? Okay. L1P1. So, well, the first and foremost thing, the one that caught my attention was the title. I am what I am. Very nice title. Catchy it is. Then you went on to talk about your schooling days, college days, your family, basically about your parents and siblings, then on to your passion, hobbies, and profession also. So this is how icebreaker speech should be presented in a Toastmasters meeting. Voice quality was excellent. It was wonderful. It was very clear. Very clear. Everyone could understand your language. Pace-wise, a little bit faster, but that was okay. If you can slow down a little, it will help a lot. But doesn't matter. It was not like a bulletin or anything. Right? So, just one feedback that I may suggest to you is, first and foremost thing is, when we say in an icebreaker speech, you should talk something about a family. So family also means your husband and your kids. That you are not able to hear from your end. You spoke about your parents and siblings, but not about your family. A little bit about the family also would have made a lot of difference to all of us. Second thing, your title, I am what I am. In the contents throughout your speech, nowhere I could connect the title with the content. Nowhere you mentioned about your title, that I am what I am. This is how I am. So I suggest you please work around the title to make it more apt as per the content. Otherwise, apart from that, I think it was a great speech, a great icebreaker one, And you never look like it was a first speech. We all know that it's not a first speech, but still, every every road that you take is a new learning. You can keep on improving upon that. Big round of back to the general evaluator.
Evaluation for speaker too.
Okay, my last role today. I'm I'm wearing multiple hats today. 4 hats. Huh? Topi agudi
Not last row, sir. Still TMOD final touches.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yes, huh? You're quite sharp, Meghna. You're quite, I was feeling so happy. Okay, next speaker two was Toastmaster Srikanth. The title of speech was Happiness in Giving. And the purpose of the speech was voice modulation and body language. Well, Toastmaster Srikanth, this title was very nice. I could resonate with it because even I'm a Rotarian, happiness in giving. The first and foremost thing, let me congratulate you. Your title and the content of your speech did very well. How we could bring out happiness in ourselves by giving. We came out with 2-3 examples about that woman to whom you gave a cow, and for the second cow she refused to take it. Instead, she said, "I'm going to give to someone else." There are kind gestures from your side also and from the other woman's side also. We went on to talk about one more Aji. Yes, all these examples were very, very apt. The feedback that I have for you is, sir, in this speech project, the purpose is more important. It is not the content that we must focus upon. It is the voice modulation and body language that we must focus on. You did get emotional. Even I think so most of the audience also got emotional in that. That is the only place where I saw that you got emotional. Otherwise, throughout your speech, I didn't find any voice modulation. Body language, I cannot say anything. Shalini or Nimisha should elaborate on that, the body language. But I'd suggest you to please see that the purpose of the speech is also meant voice modulation. At least for an example, if I can say, when that woman said, "No, sir, please give to someone else," you could have said that a bit more softly so that it would have created more impact on the audience. So, how you deliver your speech, how you deliver your dialogue yourself is very, very important over here. So, please try and bring out different types of voice modulation. You can go high, you can go low, you can bring down your pace, you can speed up yourself. So please pay attention to the purpose of the speech. Otherwise, it was a great speech, great content. Thank you so much, sir. Okay.
Thank you so much, Santosh sir. Thank you. All right, so I want to concur with the evaluator for both the speakers. I agree with him. Shalini, what I want to tell you, this is which pathway number 6? You're in the 6th pathway. How many pathways are there in Toastmasters? 6. Because I was wondering if there would be a 7th pathway. I would have told you, please skip the icebreaker because you are a very experienced speaker. You don't need an icebreaker to start with in every path. You were brilliant. Um, and the only thing I was thinking when you said you used to be a quiet child, I was wondering how's that possible? But people change, of course. And I agree with Santosa. I think the only place, there was just some places where I thought your voice was going too loud. So maybe you can, try to modulate and control it. Shrikant sir, I want to tell you, I always love the stories you bring in your speeches. I've seen your speeches before. That time also what stood out for me were the stories. Even this time, the stories. Regarding the body language, like Santosh sir said, yes, I feel you did not meet the purpose because two things about body language that I can suggest you. One is the stage movement because you are constantly moving. right? So make it purposeful. Like, can you divide your speeches into what is, like you were talking to that lady who you gave the cow to, that can be one scene, that, you know, something. So you can look at your own speech and decide. So do it like a purposeful movement, right? Not continuously moving. That's very disturbing for the eyes also, and we can't like hold our attention to what you're saying, right? That and your gestures, hand gestures. You were doing some gestures, but again, I would say purposeful. Like, you know, what can you do? It's like people are generally, I feel, uncomfortable to stand like this and talk, but good speakers, if you see, they make that part of their body language, right? So those two things, but fabulous speeches, both of you. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, can we have our tag role players starting with the timer? Ruxana, can you please give us your report? Give her a round of applause, please. Okay, so everyone has actually met the time. Firstly, SAA, bang on time, 1 minute 58 seconds. And with the POTOD and the evaluator, I was a little confused. And then I had to, add 6 minutes, 8 minutes, and then 2 minutes. Then it became 16 minutes. Then he finished it within his time was 15 minutes and 9 seconds. So that was fine. And speaker 1, Shalini, took 6 minutes 5 seconds. Speaker 2, Srikanth sir, took 7 minutes 23 seconds. And education session was like wow, 37 minutes. The time was actually 30 minutes, but it went on till 37 minutes. But that's okay because of all the question answer session and all that. And then evaluation of first speaker was done in 3 minutes 2 seconds, and evaluator of second speaker was done in 2 minutes 47 seconds. This is my thank you. Superb report, Ruxana. Very good, very detailed. Just a couple of suggestions for you. In the beginning, I thought when you introduced your role, right, just that time I thought instead of being generic and saying that I'll show the green card at qualifying, yellow card at qualifying, we have a guest in the house. What is qualifying? How will we know? Some of us also tend to forget, okay, day in, day out, we come to Toastmasters. So you should know the duration of the speakers, ask them, and then call that out. Like if it is 5 to 7 minutes, 5 minutes I'll show the green, 6 minutes yellow, like that. Just make it a little specific, that's all right. So, but great job. Okay, now let's come to the R counter. Toastmaster Vinod, would you like to present your report here? You're also recording.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nimisha, for inviting me to give my report on our counter. Guys, this is my fifth Toastmasters and guests. This is my fifth time I'm taking the our counter rule. The first thing is we get a clean sheet to use it for the our counter where all the roles have been designated and we can count on them. So today I am taking it as a rows. Sergeant at Arms, Meghna ma'am, the rows are empty. Santosh sir as a PO proceeding officer and TMOD, the rows are empty. Timer Ruxana, the rows are empty. Vinod, I will also listen for the filler words or expressions such as instead of or I used are. That was the one which I found in myself. Second goes the grammarian. Yeah. Meghna ma'am, the rows are empty. Shalini ma'am, the rows are empty. Speaker 1, rows are empty. Speaker 2, rows are empty. Speaker, the education session, Nimisha ma'am, Toastmaster Nimisha, you will come to know when you attend the contest. All right, was I found in your speech. And coming next, GE Nimisha, the rows are empty again. Evaluator Santosh sir, this was the filler I found in it. Thank you. This is completion of my speech.
I've not seen a more meticulous report of an encounter, like somebody who can evaluate himself. But fabulous job, you were very well prepared. especially for your introduction, because you called out examples of what is a filler word, what is, all those examples. There's one who you know here. So fabulous job. Just two things for you. One, is not a filler word. That Santos's throat was, I'm pretty sure, must have been irritated. The second thing is, thank you for even evaluating me. But just as a general guideline, I want to tell that if we have external speakers doing the education session, we don't generally evaluate them. Right? None, like no tag role players are supposed to evaluate except the timer. Nobody else is supposed to evaluate an external speaker. Me, I am Garki Murgi, so you can do that. So, all right, now let's call Meghna, the double hatting lady, the grammarian.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So, as the grammarian for today's meeting, my role was to listen carefully to the language usage and including grammar, vocabulary, and sentences, structures, and encourage correct and effective usage of language. I also introduced the word of the day, metamorphosis. I was delighted to hear it from Srikant sir today, and thank you for good efforts. Uh, let's begin with what went well, good with today's speech. I say all were veterans, so I have not found any mistakes in those. All had excellent sentences, structures, and used pauses effectively. Proper usage of grammar, where the is required, it was properly used in those sentences. And the words which I noticed, new words, reticent child, right? Then mesmerized, medicore, and dissecting, dissecting. Yeah. So these are the different words which we heard today. And I love the quote which Shalini ma'am have said, when excellence is an opinion, do not make mediocrity as a choice. Excellent. And apart from that, the Srikant sir's your title name itself is such a good, inspiring one. Joy of giving is in sharing and caring. That itself is really a good, motivating thing. Apart from that, all good language. Just I want to conclude with effective communication can truly metamorphosize an individual into a confident and influential personality. So, with good usage of grammar, we can make effect our communication effective. Thank you so much.
I'm really angry with the tag team today because they're not giving me any scope to like give them feedback. All of you are so wonderful. Meghna, you were so wonderful. I really want to appreciate you. Uh, your diligence just shows here. You're just getting better and better and better. Excellent every year. You're so well prepared. I loved your grammarian's report. Very well done, Okay, very quickly, SAA Meghna once again, just praises for you because you didn't give me any chance again. They were energetic. I love your tone of voice. Like I just feel that the way you start speaking, it invites everyone. By itself, we are like, that attention position that, okay, Meghna is talking, need to listen. So very well done. You executed your role really well as a SAA. You're just getting better and better. So keep it up. Super. I will come to the TMOD last. So else is no, nobody else, right? So yeah, Santosh sir as the TMOD. Once again, I feel very nervous to evaluate Santosh sir. But sir, first of all, hats off. You never shy away from so many roles. Like I get so worried. I signed up for GE role also last minute because I knew I will do education session today. But sir, four roles. Oh my god! And two evaluations back to back. I can never do that, sir. So first of all, like kudos to you on that. I love your enthusiasm. I love the way you interacted with everyone as a TMOD by asking us those questions and the way you related all those questions to the theme, sir. And also, the one thing I really need to commend you for is that you were the PO but the way you transition very smoothly into explaining to the audience that you're also the TMOD, I think that is very well done, because I have seen speakers in the past who take up these roles, but they're not able to transition properly and tell that I was the PO, but now I'm the TMOD. So very well done, sir. Again, you didn't give me any chance to complain on this, sir. So what should I do? So fabulous. I just feel that even on days like this, we have less strength. The enthusiasm of everyone coming forward and coming to the meetings, it's hats off. So I will really request everyone, please keep taking up roles. Don't wait that someone will come and ask you, can you be this? Let's make our VPE's life. She has a lot of things on her head. She's trying every bit to get NITK the name that it deserves. Let's help her. Let's all come forward, take up roles voluntarily. Pretty sure all of us can do that. So with that, I just want to end this and back to the TMOD Santosh sir. Let's give ourselves
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So voting Meghna will share.
Yeah, it's been shared. Just to get satisfaction.
So, Toastmaster Meghna, is this my final role or is there anything else after this? Huh?
Your certificate also. Still not relieved.
No, for the role of PO, to wind up the meeting, this suddenly can come over, right? What should I do? 4 plus 2, Nimisha, 6 rows. Huh? Just
Sir,
Socho.
I have sent you the link. Something.
Okay, the voting link has been shared now.
Yes. I have sent it also.
Right, fellow Toastmaster, the voting link has been shared. Please vote for the best speaker, evaluator, TMOD, roles, and all those things. Huh? Evaluate, let us see. Moving on as the TMOD, let me wind up the TMOD role first and foremost, because we are already running out of time. And straight away get into the presiding officer roles to wind up. Sir, when there is a speaker on the stage, you're not supposed to converse. Do you make it clear? Okay. But Nimisha, just got one suggestion. You felt very nervous to evaluate me, right? Toastmasters, please note that whenever you're evaluating, you're not evaluating a person. You're evaluating the speech. So don't pay any attention to who is the speaker or who is the TMOD or the tabletop master. It is the speech or the performance that you're going to evaluate. Nimisha?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? Huh? So I'd not like to hear that again from you that you're feeling very nice. It's a speech. Focus on the speech.
Yes.
As simple as that. Okay?
Yes,
So let me now invite our guest for his feedback. What did he feel about today's session and where he would like to see himself? Mr. Nashi. Am I right? I still remember your name, sir. Come, please. Yes. Be my partner on the stage.
Good evening, all. I am very much delighted to be here on this day and very much grateful to my friend Srikanth sir to helping me and bringing me here to this club. When I was waiting for the speech of different different people, I was very much happy. Even though I know many speeches, but here the evaluation or maybe everything is scientific. So usually we don't give much importance for the pitch or maybe for the tone or for the modulation and for the body language also. So when we speak, usually when sir and even I don't remember all the names. This is my first day, but it matches actually. I cannot evaluate, but my heart can say when you speak, your speech, your body language, your feelings, all three are aligned. That's what I observed in this group. So thank you so much. I cannot speak much. This is my first day. Once again, I thank you one and all.
Thank you,
And
sir.
special
Thank you
thanks
so much.
to
Thank you so
Srikanth.
much. I'd like to inform there is one mm, rule, should I say, or a policy that we had in our last executive committee meeting. Sharon, would you like to specify that about the guests? Or should I? Huh? Okay. This is for the benefit of all the Toastmasters who were not a part of the executive committee last week. So we decided that we'll keep on inviting guests to the meeting. And every meeting that a guest attends, there will be nominal charge of only rupees 200 from the guest. And this nominal charge of rupees 200 will be adjusted against his Toastmaster fees if and when he decides to come on board. Are you all clear on that?
Yes.
So that, was Srikanth aware of this? No? Okay. So for today, we'll not go binding with this. At least from next time onwards, it is for the benefit of all the Toastmasters, all the NITKs over here, that please bring guests and please tell them that there's a nominal fee of rupees 200 that will be charged. So with this, what happens is, there's some sort of seriousness with the guests. Otherwise, we've seen in the past, guests come here, they attend a meeting or two meetings, and then they vanish. So, are you all in agreement with this?
Yes, sir.
Agreement with this?
Yes, sir.
Will you bring guests from next time?
Yes, sir.
Good. Chalo. Results are they ready? Come.
We will start with the best road taker. The best road taker goes to any guesses? The auxiliary rules. People, any guesses? Aux rules. Vinod, yes. Although the others are very close, but Vinod nails it today. Please, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Keep it up.
Good job.
Very good job.
Best evaluator, any guesses?
One and only
Yes,
one.
yes, yes, yes,
One
yes.
and only one.
One is only one. Sir, this is lucky for you. It's an honor to give you the best evaluator certificate.
I need two.
Yes.
Back to back print karte na.
Taken? Okay, so this is for you. Best Toastmaster? Again, it is Santosh sir. You got back to back, no? Two.
Okay, thank you.
Why? All awards also he took, yes. So, what does this signify? Nimisha is right. If you take more roles, you get more awards.
Take roles. Somewhere you will win.
So, speakers, both the speakers have the same rating, so it will become for both of us.
Join the winners. Join the winners.
Sir, this is for Srikanth sir. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Come closer.
Yeah.
Now, this is a gift to me, which you will give it with your hands. Thank you, sir. So, your two certificates are here.
Well done.
Yes.
Yes.
No, no. Close. Sir,
तुम्हारा सिर भी दे दो. कभी नहीं. So, shall I adjourn the meeting now? Next week, same day, same time, we'll again meet up, and I'd like to see new faces, taking up new roles, and venture on the new roads. Thank you all. Good night. The meeting is now adjourned.